Am I the only one that didn't know Prince William helped shut down a newspaper? It's one of those stories that sounds almost too wild to be true. A future king, not just making headlines, but actually bringing down a century-old tabloid. But that's exactly what happened, and the story behind it is as dramatic as any royal scandal you've ever heard. We all know Prince William as the poised, polished royal, smiling for cameras, waving from balconies, and representing the monarchy at glittering events. But behind the scenes, there's a side to William that's rarely seen. A determined, principled man who's not afraid to take on powerful institutions when his privacy and the privacy of those he loves is threatened. The British tabloid industry is notorious for its relentless pursuit of royal stories. For decades, newspapers have competed to outscoop each other with sensational headlines, exclusive photos, and juicy gossip about the royal family. But in their quest for the next big story, some tabloids crossed a line that would ultimately lead to their downfall. The story really begins in the early 2000s, when whispers started circulating about illegal phone hacking by journalists. At first, it seemed like just another rumour, until evidence emerged that reporters from the News of the World, one of Britain's most popular tabloids, had been listening in on private voicemails. And not just any voicemails, these were messages left for and by members of the royal family, including Prince William himself. The News of the World had been a fixture in British journalism for over 160 years. Its front pages were legendary for their bold headlines and explosive stories. But behind the scenes, some of its journalists were using illegal methods to get their scoops, methods that would eventually bring the entire operation crashing down. For Prince William, the invasion of privacy wasn't just a personal affront, it was a violation of trust. He'd grown up in the public eye, watched his mother, Princess Diana, hounded by paparazzi, and seen firsthand the toll that relentless media scrutiny could take. But this was different. This was calculated, covert, and deeply invasive. When the scandal broke, it sent shockwaves through the media industry. Suddenly, the public was confronted with the reality that some of the country's most respected journalists had been breaking the law to get their stories. The outrage was immediate and widespread, with calls for accountability echoing from Parliament to the palace gates. But Prince William didn't just sit back and watch the drama unfold. Instead, he took action. Along with around 50 other victims, including celebrities, politicians and ordinary citizens, William launched a legal battle against the News of the World and its parent company, News International. It was a bold move, one that put him directly in the crosshairs of some of the most powerful media figures in the world. The legal fight was long and grueling. For months, William and his fellow claimants endured intense scrutiny, public speculation, and endless legal wrangling. But they refused to back down. They wanted justice, not just for themselves, but for everyone whose privacy had been violated by unscrupulous journalists. Privacy is power, and William proved it. By standing up to the tabloids, he sent a clear message. No one, not even the future king, is above the law. And no one, not even the most powerful media organizations, is above accountability. The News of the World had built its reputation on breaking stories that no one else could get. But in their pursuit of the next big scoop, they lost sight of the basic principles of journalism: truth, integrity, and respect for privacy. The phone hacking scandal exposed the dark underbelly of tabloid culture, revealing just how far some reporters were willing to go for a headline. For William, the issue of press intrusion was deeply personal. He'd seen his mother's life, and ultimately her death, shaped by the relentless pursuit of the media. The phone hacking scandal was a painful reminder of the dangers of unchecked press power, and a call to action for greater protections for individuals' privacy. The court case was a media spectacle in its own right. Every day brought new revelations about the extent of the hacking, the complicity of editors and executives, and the impact on victims' lives. The public watched as the mighty news of the world was brought to its knees, its reputation in tatters. The scandal sparked a national debate about the role of the press in a democratic society. How far should journalists be allowed to go in pursuit of a story? Where is the line between public interest and personal privacy? And who holds the media accountable when they cross that line? In the wake of the scandal, the government launched the Leveson Inquiry, a sweeping investigation into the culture, practices and ethics of the British press. The inquiry heard testimony from dozens of witnesses, including Prince William, who spoke candidly about the impact of media intrusion on his life and the lives of those around him. William's testimony was a turning point. He spoke not just as a royal, but as a citizen, someone who believed in the importance of a free press, but also in the right to privacy. His words resonated with millions and helped shift public opinion in favour of stronger media regulation. The fallout was swift and dramatic. Within days of the scandal breaking, the News of the World announced it was shutting down, ending more than a century of publication. The final edition hit newsstands with a simple headline, "Thank you and goodbye." For many, it was the end of an era. But for William and the other victims, it was a hard-won victory, a sign that justice could prevail even against the most powerful institutions. But William didn't pocket the settlement money. Instead, he donated it to charity, turning a personal ordeal into an opportunity to do good. The funds went to organisations supporting victims of press intrusion, mental health charities, and initiatives promoting responsible journalism. The impact of William's actions rippled far beyond the courtroom. His decision to give away the settlement inspired others to speak out, to demand accountability, and to support those affected by media abuse. His stand sent shockwaves across British journalism. Editors and reporters were forced to confront the consequences of their actions, and newsrooms across the country began to rethink their approach to privacy and ethics. Some journalists went to jail, and new rules were put in place to prevent similar abuses in the future. The scandal led to tougher regulations, greater oversight, and a renewed focus on the rights of individuals to control their own information. The government introduced new laws to protect privacy and established independent watchdogs to hold the press accountable. It was a turning point for British journalism, a moment when the balance between press freedom and personal privacy was recalibrated. For William, the experience was transformative. He emerged from the scandal more determined than ever to use his platform for good, to advocate for mental health, to support vulnerable communities, and to champion the cause of privacy in the digital age. As a husband and father, William is acutely aware of the importance of protecting his family from the kind of media intrusion that once haunted his own childhood. He's spoken openly about the need for boundaries and the responsibility of the press to respect the private lives of public figures. The phone hacking scandal also raised important questions about privacy in the digital age. With the rise of social media and 24/7 news cycles, the line between public and private has never been more blurred. William's stand was a reminder that everyone, royal or not, deserves the right to control their own story. In the years since the scandal, William has become a vocal advocate for digital safety and responsible media. He's worked with tech companies, charities and policymakers to promote online privacy and protect young people from cyberbullying and harassment. His work on mental health has been especially impactful. William has spoken about the psychological toll of media intrusion and the importance of supporting those who have been affected by press abuse. Through initiatives like Heads Together, he's helped break the stigma around mental health and encouraged open conversations about well-being. The scandal also brought William and his brother, Prince Harry, closer together. Both have faced intense media scrutiny throughout their lives, and both have been outspoken about the need for change. Their shared experiences have fueled their commitment to creating a safer, more respectful media environment for future generations. The royal family as a whole has had to adapt to a new media landscape, one where privacy is constantly under threat and where the boundaries between public duty and personal life are constantly shifting. William's actions set a powerful example for how to navigate these challenges with integrity and resolve. Today, William continues to speak out about the importance of privacy, especially for young people. He's visited schools, spoken to students, and encouraged the next generation to think critically about the media they consume and the information they share. He's also recognized the vital role that responsible journalism plays in society. William has praised reporters who uphold the highest standards of integrity and has called for a renewed commitment to truth, fairness and respect in the media. The phone hacking scandal was a dark chapter in British journalism, but it was also a catalyst for change. Thanks to William's courage and determination, the press was forced to confront its own failings and to begin the long process of rebuilding trust with the public. William's legacy in the fight for privacy is still being written, but one thing is clear: his actions have made a lasting impact, not just on the media, but on society as a whole. So next time you see Prince William waving from a balcony or riding in a royal carriage, remember, there's more to the future king than meets the eye. He's not just a symbol of tradition, but a force for change. Privacy is power, and William proved it. By standing up to the tabloids, he changed the rules of the game and showed the world that even the most powerful institutions can be held to account. In the end, William's fight wasn't just about himself. It was about protecting the rights of everyone to live their lives free from unwarranted intrusion. It was about turning scandal into social good and using his influence to make a difference. And that's the real legacy of royal justice. Not just a headline, but a movement. A reminder that change is possible, and that even in the face of overwhelming odds, one person can make a difference. So the next time you wonder if royals just ride in carriages, remember, sometimes they drive real change, and sometimes they bring down empires. The story of Prince William and the phone hacking scandal is a testament to the power of standing up for what's right. It's a story of justice, resilience and hope for a better, more respectful media future.